My neighbor hasn't left their house in months, but someone keeps waving at me from the upstairs window. Posted by You Throw Away with Chinny. Original post, part 1. I don't usually post here, but something strange is happening across the street from me, and I think I'm going crazy. I live in a quiet neighborhood in Virginia. Single homes, old trees, lots of retirees. My house sits directly across from an older Victorian-style home that's been in the same family for decades. The owner, Mr. Dalka, is about 80 years old and has been living alone since his wife passed. He used to sit on his porch and wave to people. My son would bring him groceries sometimes, but I haven't seen him since March. No one has. That wouldn't be two weird old people keep to themselves, but here's the thing. Every night, just after 2 a.m., someone pulls the curtain back from the upstairs bedroom window and waves. It's a slow, robotic wave. The arm moves like it's too heavy to lift. The hand stays still, fingers slightly bent. Every single night. A few days later, I called the police to do a welfare check. They knocked, called out his name, then checked the windows. I watched from my porch. They didn't go in, but told me everything seemed fine and there was no cause for concern. But now, whoever it is, they're waving faster. Top comment. You actually asleep. Could be a light reflection or some mechanical thing. Have you recorded it? Up reply. I set up my phone in the window to record one night. The video was completely blacked out except for static. I swear it was working fine when I placed it there. Battery full, lens clean. But after 2 hours of footage, there's nothing but static during the window of time I usually see the waving. It gets worse. Last night, the arm waved and then tapped on the glass. 3 slow taps. Update. Part 2. Something is in my house. Posted 4 days later, I've started locking all my doors. Not just at night, during the day too. 2 nights ago, around 3 a.m., I woke up to a soft dragging sound. Thought it was just my dog shifting in his sleep until I realized he was already in bed with me, completely still. Then I heard it again. From downstairs, I grabbed the bat from my closet and crept down the stairs. No lights on, no sounds. But the front door, the one I know I locked, was slightly ajar. There were 3 wet footprints on the hardwood floor just inside the door. No one was there. Last night I didn't sleep. I sat on the couch with all the lights on. Around 2:05 a.m., I looked out the window. The figure was back in Mr. Dalka's upstairs window. Except this time there were 2 figures. One behind the first, neither of them waved. Comment. You stranger shadows, please stop watching the window. You're feeding it. Op reply. What do you mean, feeding it? I've had a headache for days. Can't sleep more than a few minutes at a time. I think I heard whispering in the vents last night. Update Part 3. Someone broke in last night, but didn't take anything. Posted 1 week after the original post. I came home from work to find my entire kitchen rearranged. Cabinets open, plates stacked on the floor, salt poured in a circle on the counter. A photo from my wedding was placed in the center of it. I live alone. No one has a spare key. The front door was locked. Deadbolt too. I called the police. Again, they came, looked around, and shrugged it off as a prank. No forced entry. No prints. They seemed annoyed I even called. I don't think this is a prank. I think whatever was waving at me is now inside. Last night, my son came over to check on me. He slept on the couch. I woke up around 4 a.m. to find him standing in the hallway, staring at the front door. I asked him what was wrong. He just whispered, "Dad." It waved at me from inside the house. Up, final edit, part 4, last post. I'm leaving. I packed a bag, left my phone behind, and bought a burner. I'm not staying in that house. I called Mr. Dalka's niece, got her number from a neighbor. She said she's been trying to get someone to believe her for months. Mr. Dalka passed away back in February. She swears she buried him, but every night since, the upstairs curtain keeps opening. She said, if you saw it wave, then it knows your name now. I don't think I'll post again. I just wanted to warn someone. If you live near me, don't look at that window. And if something starts waving at you, don't wave back.